Hello everyone, welcome back to Halftime Whistle Show. Today I will be reviewing all the 10 matches of Game Week 1 of Premier League. So I will be reviewing all the games, a quick overview of all the games, and then also I will be predicting the results for next week, that is Game Week 2. So let's quickly start. The first match of the week was Liverpool versus Bournemouth, which was played at Anfield as the season opener. What a game it was, where Liverpool thrashed Bournemouth 4-2 with Mohamed Salah, new signing Ekitike, Cody Gakpo, and Federico Chiesa scoring the 4 goals for Liverpool, and Antonio Semenyo scoring both the goals for Bournemouth. And there was a little bit of controversy regarding a handball for Bournemouth, which should have resulted in a red card for a Bournemouth player. VAR, again being VAR, did not check that through. But it was a very entertaining start to the Premier League season 25-26. The second game was between Aston Villa and Newcastle, which was played at Villa Park, which ended in a goalless draw. It was quite a good result for Aston Villa, who are now, I think, 21 or 22 games without a defeat in Villa Park. So it's turning out to be a fortress for them, where it is very difficult to grind out results for opposition teams. The third game was Brighton versus Fulham, which was again an entertaining game where Brighton scored a goal through penalty. Matt O'Reilly scored the goal, and then Rodrigo Muniz scored the equalizing goal at the dying moments of the match, which was a very entertaining match, to be honest. The fourth match was Spurs versus Burnley, which was played at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, where the real stars of the match were Richarlison and Kudus. Richarlison scoring a brace and Kudus assisting 2 goals that Richarlison scored, and Gray scoring the third goal. I guess I'm not really sure if it was Gray, but again, I guess it was Archie Gray who scored the third goal. Burnley, being just promoted to Premier League, had a reality check for themselves. Now, next game was Sunderland versus West Ham, where another newly promoted team, Sunderland, literally thrashed West Ham 3-0. It was one of the best games of the opening weekend, where newly promoted Sunderland thrashed West Ham 3-0. Mayenda and two others scored the goals, and also they kept a clean sheet. So quite a good start for Sunderland. And another game that was on Saturday, the last game of Saturday, was between Wolves and Manchester City. Okay, what a thrashing that was by Manchester City, and a serious threat to all the other Premier League teams by Manchester City, saying they're well and truly back. Haaland scored the goal, Reinders assisted it, and then Tijani Reinders scored another one, and then there was another goal scored by Cherki as well. So total of 4 goals by Man City there. Now coming to the Sunday fixtures, again Chelsea and Crystal Palace, the London derby, resulted in a goalless draw. The next game, Nottingham Forest versus Brentford. Again, one more game that was filled with goals, with Chris Wood starting his campaign with a brace, and Brentford showing a very weakened defense and a weakened attack as well. So Nottingham Forest started their Premier League with a 3-1 win. The last game of the Sunday, that was Manchester United versus Arsenal, which was supposed to be a blockbuster game one match, which in fact turned out to be not very entertaining, to be honest. Arsenal started their campaign with a win, with Ricardo Calafiori scoring the first goal of the season, and Manchester United, even with their new attacking signings, could not score a goal. But anyways, in upcoming weeks, I believe that they are going to gel together and they are going to perform better. Now, Arsenal also, we know how good they are defensively, and if they can muster a few more goals in their attacking front, they can put up a fight for this season for the Premier League title. The last game of this game week was between Leeds and Everton, where Leeds again put up a very solid defensive display, and Everton were again not able to score a goal. So Leeds United starts with a win. Now, the good thing about this particular weekend was that two out of the three relegated, as in promoted teams, two out of the three promoted teams, that is Sunderland and Leeds, started with the win, also kept a clean sheet. So something to look forward in upcoming weeks. Now let's discuss the fixtures for game week 2 and potential results. I will also discuss few of the predictions that I'm going to do for game week 2. Let's start with that. Game week 2 of the Premier League has some very juicy fixtures, and let's discuss it. The first match of game week 2 is between West Ham and Chelsea, with both the teams struggling to score a goal. I'm again predicting this to be a very low scoring match, or probably another 0-0 or 1-1 draw, or probably Chelsea might just clinch it 1-0. I'm not expecting more than 2 goals for a team in this particular fixtures. Now, the next match is between Manchester City and Spurs, which is going to be a very good match according to me, because with the attack of Manchester City and with the defense of Spurs, which are both the strong suits of both the teams, it's going to be a very good encounter. But again, I'm predicting probably a 2-1 win for Manchester City here. The next game between Bournemouth and Wolves, both the teams lost the previous matches, so one of the teams is going to open their account with respect to points. But I'm predicting a pretty uh, fighting encounter here. But I think Bournemouth will win here again with 3-1 is what my prediction is. The next match between Brentford and Aston Villa. Now here I guess Aston Villa will open their score as well. They will score a couple of goals and will get a clean sheet and score their first 3 pointers. So I'm predicting a 2-0 win here for Aston Villa. Okay, the another very juicy encounter in game week 2 will be Burnley versus Sunderland. Both the promoted teams, in fact, who came from relegation, that is championship, will be fighting each other, Burnley and Sunderland. And if I have to decide based on game week 1 performance, I'm again predicting a win for Sunderland. Maybe a 2-0 victory for Sunderland here is what my prediction is. The last match on the Saturday's fixture list will be Arsenal home taking on Leeds. Both the teams won their opening fixtures, but here I'm predicting a pretty straightforward 2-0 victory to Arsenal. Now, Leeds have shown that they have a pretty good defense, and same goes with Arsenal as well. Very strong defensively, but since Arsenal don't have a very sharpened attack, I'm going with another 2-0 victory for Arsenal here in this particular week. Now, the next match, or the first match on Sunday, is between Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest, which again is going to be very interesting because Crystal Palace have a very strong defense this season. It is very evident from their Charity Shield win over Liverpool, where even though they conceded 2 goals, but they were very compact defensively, and their opening week fixture with Chelsea, they showed that they can really defend. And same goes with Nottingham Forest, who have a very good attack and attacking players. So it's going to be another fixtures to keep an eye for. I'm again predicting a very low scoring game here, with probably Nottingham Forest winning it 2-1 or 1-0. Sorry. The next match is between Everton and Brighton. I'm predicting a straightforward victory here for Brighton, but if there is going to be an upset here, that is going to be in this particular match between Everton and Brighton. Everton are capable enough to produce few favorable results when they are playing in their home turf. So this is a match where there could be possible upset. I'm predicting Brighton to win, but if there is an upset of my predictions that could happen, I'm predicting that in this particular match. And also for FPL fans, I would say don't keep any players from Brighton and Everton for this week, because it is one of the ambiguous fixtures where we are not really sure what the result could be. The next match is between Fulham and Manchester United. Again, a very tough fixture to predict because Fulham are very good in their home, and Manchester United, with all their new signings, are yet to play as a 100% functioning team. So it's very difficult to predict a result here again, but I think I'm going with a Manchester United win here, which is again going to be a closely contested fight. But I'm predicting a Manchester United win here, and I think Manchester United will open their account from this particular match. The last match of this particular game week is going to be between Newcastle and Liverpool. What a match it's going to be! Not because Liverpool is playing at Newcastle, but just because of the player Alexander Isak saga that's going on currently. So 100% sure that Isak will not be playing this fixture, and I'm guessing Liverpool are going to win this 2-0 as well. But again, Newcastle have a very solid defense. Liverpool have a very strong attack, so it's going to be a fixture, mouth-watering fixture, I would say. But I'm predicting that Liverpool are going to win this one 2-0, and they will be in the top 4 of the Premier League starting with the first 2 matches, because I know Manchester City are again going to win, Liverpool are going to win. I think Spurs are going to drop off from the top 4 at the moment. Nottingham Forest, with their win, they will keep their top 4 at the moment, and again Arsenal with their win will again be in the top 4 coming into game week 3 after game week 2, after all these fixtures are played, is what I'm predicting. Now, thanks for watching this video. Please let me know how you like the video or did not like the video, or what your views are, or what are your predictions regarding game week 2. Please let me know in the comment section. And with that, I will be ending game week 1's review and game week 2 predictions. I will meet you again next week. Thank you so much.